quick update. Still going about 7/8 of the way up the backside of Jack's Mountain. The bottom of this mountain is literally just straight up. It's wild. Trying to block the camera from the wind. It started pouring about 20 minutes ago and it just stopped. Had to stop and put my raincoat on, but now it's just windy. Windy. I'm almost to the top here, and then I was gonna try to make it to Mapleton today, but with slowing down coming up this mountain and then just some of the stuff that I was spending time on today, I was looking around the rocks a little bit. I stopped for lunch while there was that rainstorm earlier, the short one. This one was much bigger though, enough to get me wet. So I'm about 2 miles from camp, I want to say. Maybe, I haven't checked. I can't use my screen on my phone because my fingers are too wet, but almost there for the day. I guess that's what we're gonna call it a day there instead of heading to Mapleton, because I'm pretty tired and I expect the top of this mountain to be rocky just like the rest of it. So yeah, probably won't hear anything until I get to camp, but once I get to camp and get camp all set up, I'll check back in before I go to bed. So I'll see you then. All right, good evening everyone. I just got set up here at camp. Didn't make it to Mapleton today. I got caught in two thunderstorms. Well, not thunderstorms, but two rainstorms. The second one hit right as I was coming up the mountain here, and it poured and it was really windy. So I decided to camp here on top of Jack's Mountain tonight. By this spring, there's a really nice, I can't say enough good things about this trail so far. The way it's kept and the features of it, the way it takes you through the rocks, and it's really, it doesn't take you through pointless things though. Like everywhere it deters you. If it takes you up the hill, it's because there's something cool up there, or because that's the way the trail's going. There's not really any PUDs on this trail. This campsite here is really nice. It has a tent platform, which I'm currently set up in. Yeah, I'm gonna make some dinner and get my food bag hung up and probably just lay here because I'm pretty tired from today. Didn't get as far as I wanted to. I really wanted to make it to Mapleton, but that's okay. I enjoyed the day. Lots and lots of up. Jack's Mountain, that was where I'm on top of now. The bottom of that was literally just about as steep as you can go before you have to start to climb. We got it done. So I'm gonna make some dinner and just hang out and relax, change into my compression pants to go to sleep, and I'm just gonna relax. So I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning everyone. It's day 3 here on the Standing Stone Trail. A couple miles out from camp already this morning. I didn't feel like getting the camera out because it is cold. I think the actual temperature right now is like 25 degrees, and the low with the wind chill last night was about 15-16 degrees. So haven't really felt like getting my hands out of my trekking pole loops this morning because they're cold. I just dropped down onto the side of the mountain. The sun's not hitting yet, and I'm approaching here. I'm going to be coming down this right side of the mountain here, and then I'm going to be getting to the top of the 1,000 steps. So kind of familiar with this spot here. I believe what I'm walking on right now was all mined at some point. I think this was a mine, like a track road. Yes, right here, Mill Creek Quarry. So this was all mined at some point. Very cool. I love mining history. Look at that already. You can see the shelves here where they would have dug. Got one here. Got one here. You can see the third shelf down there below. Perfectly flat. Kind of cool. Walking right on the edge, but look at that view. And I'm excited because I'm hoping it's Sunday morning. I hope that there's some food open. I wanted to make it there last night, but that didn't happen because of the rain and just a lot of uphill yesterday. So I was pretty beat. The top of the mountain here has been really nice for the most part, not super rocky. I'm making good time, so trying to I'm not behind at all, but I'm trying to stay on track or get ahead if I can, because if I stop in town here, I'm gonna lose probably an hour or so. But yeah, that's the day so far. A couple miles in, and approaching the top of the 1,000 steps here. So when we get there, I'll turn the camera back on, because that's a pretty cool section. I just noticed something pretty cool here, and I could be wrong about my assumption, but I know that they had rail tracks, minecart tracks that came up here, and I'm up here in the section still that's probably not hit as heavily by day hikers as like the actual part of the 1,000 steps is. But I don't know if you can see, but there's these indentations in the moss here, and I'm assuming, it's really hard to see. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. You can see it there. I'm assuming that's from the railroad ties laying on the ground there. And then as they decayed into the ground, it kind of upset the way the moss grew. I could be wrong, but I've been seeing them now for about half a mile, and they're all spaced the exact same. So I'm assuming that's like a railroad tie, where the railroad tie was left and just rotted into the ground over time. But yeah, pretty cool. So fun little tidbit. This is a cool spot right here for me, because this is the spot when I first time I hiked the 1,000 steps. This is as far as I came, but I remember standing here and looking out the road, or not the road, the trail here, the old I guess rail bed as it just goes. And I remember walking out to that corner and looking at it and thinking how cool it would be to just keep going from this point. So when I got home from that trip, I started doing some research, and that led me to finding maps, which led me to watching Dan's videos, and now here we are, about halfway through this through hike. I believe that's where I'm going, and then I'm pretty sure I gotta go up one of those mountains there, or all of them. So that's gonna be the challenge for the day. Cool old piece of rail track here. But yeah, I'm gonna head down into town now. Gotta go down the steps first. I'll get you a good look at that when I get to them, but it shouldn't be too long. It's just gotta go down a little bit more, and then it'll be at the top of the steps, that's gonna be a fun one for my knees this morning. Almost there. Fun descent. That's great. If you've never hiked 1,000 steps and you're from PA, you need to come try it out, because it's pretty cool. It's like the Stairmaster times 20. Yeah, that'll be it till we get to the bottom. All right, we just made it down here into to the park outside of Mapleton. I'm gonna head into town, or through town, I guess, and hope to find some snacks or some food, because I'm kind of was looking forward to eating something here this morning, so I hope I can find something that's open, even if it's just a gas station. But yeah, we're in Mapleton. This is about the halfway point of the trail. Having a good time. Just hungry. Always hungry. Well, we made it to the OIP. Just had a slice of pepperoni pizza, and I got some wings on the way. Got some nice hair going on. Got my raspberry tea. The guys in here are super nice. If you're hiking through here, make sure you stop. Pizza's really good. But charging up my stuff, and then I think I got about 12.5 miles to go for the day, so I can I don't really need to rush because it's early. I've done 7 miles already this morning, so should be a good day. Gonna eat this food and then charge my stuff up and head back out. Just came up all that, gained some elevation pretty quick here. Wanted to get some of this on camera, but that's like, whew, we're almost up the top, but she is steep. Really cool though, the way it brings you up through the rock like this. Really good trail design, really creative, making use of all the natural features along this trail so far. It's really awesome. Just had a pretty cool encounter. I'm miles and miles outside of Mapleton now. I just ran into George and his trail crew. I believe George is the president of this trail association. If not, I'll correct that when I edit this video. But yeah, he gave me a lot of information too about a month back when I was still trying to plan my dates for this as far as weather, because he's from around here. But it was really cool running into them. He said, "Are you Cole?" I said, "Yep." I said, "Are you George?" And he said, "Yep." But yeah, just want to give those guys a shout out, and girls, I'm sure they have the trail, the maintenance is excellent. They're working on a reroute up here, he said. So I'm about 4 miles, I think, from where I'm camping tonight. Got some knee pain, some hip pain, starting to hurt, but we're almost there. Got a really pretty straight up climb ahead of me from what I understand, and then I get what I believe are going to be 2 of the best views of the whole trip, so I'm really excited about that. Also excited about that piece of forestry equipment. Looks like the tracks need tightened on it, but I love forestry equipment. But yeah, quick little update. I thought that was cool. Thank you, George. Thank you to all the people that maintain this trail. It's a beautiful trail. You guys do a really great job. All right, I just came up straight up, literally straight up, my second mountain of the day. I got to the top, and like, I'm talking steep. And there is a sign for the throne room, and this is one of the spots that I was really excited to see. It's 0.2. It says it's 0.2, but it kind of felt a little closer than 0.2 off the trail. I debated on not even stopping here after that climb I just had, because I still have, I think, 2 miles to go to Butler Knob Shelter. But I'm glad I walked down here, because from what I can see in front of me so far, this is going to be a pretty awesome view. So you're going to come along with me while we check this out. I almost just stepped on a porcupine here in the Hall of the Mountain King. I came down the one crest and there he was sitting in the rocks. Huge porcupine. I took a video on my phone. I'll try to put it into my video when I edit it. I'm sure the quality is not going to be as good as the GoPro, but there is a freaking porcupine right here. I'm walking through the rocks here, and there's a porcupine right here. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Contrary to what people believe, they cannot shoot their quills at you. See, I'm standing him up. I'm not going to pester him. That is a very big porcupine. Okay, I'll leave you go, buddy. Oh, that's cool. It was a huge porcupine just digging its way down through the rocks. I guess it had a little hut down there. There was all kinds of sticks and leaves and stuff gathered, so that was really cool. I took a video quick and left it alone. I got about 2 feet away from it before I realized it was in front of me, so I'm glad I didn't step on it. That would have felt great. Good morning, everyone. This one's gonna be real quick. This is day number 4 on the Standing Stone Trail. I just got down in here into Three Springs, stopped at the little mini mart, and I'm on my way to the diner for some food. I think I'm at about 9 miles for the day already, so not too bad. I have not a whole lot of space left on my SD card, so I'm gonna keep today pretty short. I don't think there's a whole lot of exciting things coming up today, so tomorrow I'm gonna save the last like 10 minutes or so of my SD card for tomorrow when I finish the trail. But yeah, for now it's time for food. Check back maybe this evening. Good morning again, guys. Sorry about yesterday. I didn't really have a whole lot of SD card space left, and I didn't want to use it for road walking. There was quite a bit of road walk yesterday and then a good bit of uphill, but nothing real exciting. Today it's the morning of day number 5, my final day of my Standing Stone Trail through hike, and I'm here at Monument Rock. This is the rock formation that the trail gets its name from. This is the rock formation that's on the pamphlet for the maps and stuff that you can get, and it's really cool. Super windy out here on this ridge top, so I'm kind of hiding behind this big rock that's blocking the wind, but there she is. I imagine in the summertime this would be rattlesnake heaven up here, and all sorts of different snakes. Yeah, really neat. It's kind of just sticking up there all by itself, but had to take the side trail down to see it, but that's okay. Can't hike the trail and not stop and see the rock that the trail's named after, so I'm glad I did it. I got not a whole lot of space left on my SD card, so I think about 12 miles to go for the day, something like that. I'll film more. I'm gonna use the rest of my SD card space towards the end when I get towards Cowan's Gap, but yeah, I just wanted to show that real quick and give an update. But I'll be back later sometime today with another update before we get to Cowan's Gap. But I'm feeling good. My hips, feet, everything's feeling good. Just a little tired, not sleeping real well. Other than that, I feel great. So yeah, these are what my last few miles are looking like. Just for a quick update, I don't know if you can see, that goes down. I just climbed up through there. I am trying not to fall down. Almost there. Well guys, we officially made it down off the mountain. and we're here walking along the lake at Cowan's Gap, and it's a beautiful day. A little cloudy, but it's beautiful out. This is a great place to end this hike. I'm really glad that I made the decision to hike it to the south. Yeah, really happy, really excited. I can't thank Midwest Food Bank enough for letting me do this fundraiser for them, as well as everyone who donated to it. But if you donated, thank you. If you supported me in any other way, I really appreciate it. My family, my friends, my buddies Mitch and Tyler and their families, for all the support. They are picking me up and dropping me off, and it's a good ways from home, so I really appreciate them going out of their way to contribute to this cause in that way. Not quite to the terminus of the trail yet, but got a really nice view for the last couple tenths of a mile here. But yeah, really happy. Very physically demanding trail. Lot of awesome views. Really good mixture of everything, honestly. It's like a miniature through hike. You get to go through a town, you get a food stop if you want. Yeah, really happy. I'm gonna finish out the rest of this trail here, and I'll see you guys at the very end. Hey guys, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I just want to give you a quick thanks for watching and following along on this trip. This was a really fun, really difficult trip. Definitely pushed me a bit. I was concerned before I started this trip if my hip pain was going to give me an issue, but I was able to manage it really well and pace myself. Thank you again to Dan for all of the information, as well as George from the Standing Stone Trail Club. I'm sitting here at Cowan's Gap at the dam. I'm waiting for my ride to pick me up. And yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. I can't thank everyone enough that donated or contributed their time or anything, support, kind words. The people that sent me messages on my InReach, that was very handy because I didn't have service a lot of times. I did see them, and I really appreciate that, even if I didn't get to respond to all of them. It's kind of hard to get them to send while you're fighting your phone battery life. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this video up. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next. I'm gonna be doing another gear rundown video, just of random gear stuff, because I love gear, in the near future. So that's gonna do it. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.